I knew something was wrong the night she came home late, her hair perfect, her perfume too heavy, like she'd reapplied it halfway through the evening. 12 years of marriage teaches you someone's patterns. I knew hers better than my own. She kissed me on the cheek, her lips cold, my gut clenched. I didn't ask questions. I just nodded, poured her a glass of wine, and let her tell me about her meeting. But in that silence, something snapped. She thought she was smarter than me. She wasn't. We had been good once, really good. She was my best friend, my anchor when I worked long nights and chased promotions. I thought she believed in me, in us. She laughed at my dumb jokes, squeezed my hand under the dinner table, whispered always when we went to bed. But always had an expiration date. And when she turned cold, when the distance became routine, I realized that love can rot quietly before it's buried. The first clue was her phone, a new password, a sudden habit of keeping it face down. The second was her excuses, late meetings, work trips that didn't exist on her calendar. The third was instinct, the kind that twists your stomach and tells you the truth before the facts catch up. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives people time to prepare lies. I went to a private investigator instead. 2 weeks later, I sat in my car, hands shaking, as he slid a folder across the seat. Inside, photos. My wife. In restaurants, in a hotel lobby, kissing a man with a gold wedding ring on his hand. She looked alive in those pictures, radiant, a version of her I hadn't seen in years. And she gave it to him, not me. His name, Daniel Mercer, mid-40s, executive, married, with 2 kids. I stared at his face until it burned into my memory. I should have felt broken. Instead, I felt sharp, focused, like someone had cut a chain from my neck. I didn't lash out. I didn't scream or beg. I played the long game. I started collecting everything. Receipts, text logs the PI hacked, hotel bookings under her maiden name, photos, videos, enough to ruin reputations beyond repair. At home, I played the dutiful husband. I cooked dinner. I asked about her day. I even rubbed her shoulders when she complained about stress. She never suspected I knew. And every fake smile I gave her bought me more time to prepare her downfall. Then came the delivery. 1 envelope to her parents, a second to her boss, a third to Daniel's wife. Each package contained the same thing, the truth, printed in color, undeniable. I didn't include a note. Evidence speaks louder than words. I expected tears, maybe rage, maybe silence. What I didn't expect was Daniel's wife calling me. Her name was Claire. Calm voice, no tremor, no panic. She thanked me for sending the truth. She said, "I've been waiting for confirmation." That unsettled me. Waiting? She asked to meet. Against my better judgment, I agreed. We met in a quiet cafe. She was elegant, poised, the kind of woman who carried dignity like armor. She slid a file across the table, just as the PI had done to me weeks earlier. Inside, evidence. Daniel had done this before. Affairs spanning years, different women. My wife was just one of many. Her eyes were steel when she said, "I'm divorcing him, and I'm taking him for everything he's worth. Your wife will be exposed too. Are you ready for that?" I nodded, no hesitation, because I wasn't saving my marriage. I was ending it with precision. The fallout was fast. Her parents called first, voices shaking with disappointment, betrayal. I could almost hear her world collapsing through the walls of our house when she took their calls behind closed doors. Then her office. She worked in HR, ironic, considering she violated every code of conduct she enforced. She was asked to resign, quietly but permanently. And Daniel, Claire gutted him, froze accounts, filed for divorce, served him at his office, in front of his staff. I heard he begged, humiliated himself, but it didn't matter. She had the leverage, and she used it with surgical precision. My wife's lover was finished, and so was she. The night I told her I knew was the only time I allowed myself honesty. She was sitting at the table, eyes red from another round of angry phone calls. I placed the folder of evidence between us. She didn't open it. She didn't need to. Her lips trembled. "You ruined me." I leaned in, my voice steady. "No, you ruined yourself. I just handed out the invitations to your funeral." She begged then, not for forgiveness, but for silence. She wanted me to contain the fire I had already spread. But I stayed quiet, watching her unravel, her mask gone. The always she whispered to me 12 years ago, reduced to ash. I filed for divorce the next morning. Everything clean, everything documented. I got the house because her income was gone. I got peace because she had destroyed her credibility. Months later, I ran into Claire again. She looked lighter, free. She thanked me, not for the pain, but for the clarity. I realized then, revenge isn't about destruction. It's about exposure, stripping people down to their truth. Do I regret it? No. Regret belongs to those who still care. I stopped caring the moment I saw her in that photo, smiling at him the way she used to smile at me. Now when I sit in the quiet of my home, I feel something better than love, better than vengeance. I feel control. And for the first time in 12 years, I sleep soundly.